All right, so I decided I was gonna go ahead and do something different with the Jeep. So I took off my grill and I'm gonna do the DIY instructable mesh grill insert thing you see. So take off my grill. If you don't know how to do that, you pull those little pins across the top. You get yourself some gutter mesh screens. You cut them in 14-inch lengths by 4 inches. You get yourself some zip ties. You get yourself some of these cable tie holders. I bought them at Lowe's. And then I used some super glue too. And I glued these tabs in place. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. Now these I cut 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I also had to cut these. So I used those. Don't mind my garage, it's a mess. I used those to cut those. Super glued them in place. They seem pretty sturdy now. Okay, they're not budging. Now, I have one of those Angry Bird grills that half the people love, half the people hate. Whatever, I like it. I bought it cheap on Facebook. So I'm going to cut these down. I've already got them at 14 inches. I have them at 6 inches wide. I need to cut them to 4 so they'll fit. Then you basically zip tie them through, and that's it. And we'll see how it looks. I'll update you when I'm done. So I got the first 5 cut, and it was fairly simple. I'm trying to sell this bed, and the people are picking it up tomorrow. So what I did was I used this right here as my width. Line it up against there, cut it to width. And then I used this line and this line to cut it to length. And as you can see, it worked perfectly. I'm gonna start zip stripping them in place. So it's coming along. These I have, since they're further back, they're a little bit longer, pulled tight, they're not too shabby, okay? These are actually pretty easy because you put them through one, slide it through the holes in the bottom, and basically how the V there just lets it come up through the other one. Those were a little bit of a pain, so I had to do them sideways, but they seem to hold okay. All right, and you do have to make sure you super glue those bad boys with the gel super glue and stuff. But all in all, it's coming together nicely. I'm gonna got one more to do, and then I got 2 more to cut. So I'm doing a little bit something different with those. But I'll show you all here in a few minutes when it's done. We're done. I got all the little pieces of mesh in there. Tell those are a couple different colors. I'll show you here in a second. Got everything tied up. Got my end cut. They feel, I mean, kind of like a drum. And you just don't want them too tight because you know it's plastic. It's gonna, the heat it is eventually gonna break. It's not permanent, but hopefully these are permanent with the super glue. So really, it costs $3.98 at Lowe's for the black mesh. It's plastic. You cut it with a pair of scissors. I was lucky, you know, I had a template to go with the side of this dresser. But all in all, she's done. Now to put her back together. All right, so there we are, the finished product. You know, it really does hide the radiator from behind. And I did paint those 2 red because I'm doing something special to make my wife happy. So, there we go. I really like the red line addition, or the concept the Jeep did, where they had those painted red. So there we go. All in all, done. Took me about 30 minutes.